Hey, what is up, everybody? I am Jason, and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So in this video, we're going to be talking about my top favorite dividend-paying ETFs that are out there. And we're going to cover three main things with each one of these ETFs, and that is going to be the dividend yield, as well as the expense ratio, and the major holdings that are in this ETF. Now, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up because it does help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and it helps spread this video to more people that might find it interesting. So now let's go ahead and get started with this list of ETFs. All right, so the first one on this list is ProShares S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrat ETF, ticker symbol NOBL. So the yield on NOBL is 1.94% and the expense ratio is 0.35%. NOBL has equally weighted holdings, which are some of the top performing dividend aristocrats out there like McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, Colgate-Palmolive, and many more. Next is Spider Portfolio's S&P 500 Dividend ETF, ticker symbol SPYV. So the yield on this ETF is 4.58%, and their expense ratio is a low 0.07%. The top holdings are Western Union, Southern Company, Nordstrom, AbbVie, Campbell Soup, and many more. Next is AAM S&P 500 High Dividend Value ETF, ticker symbol SPDV. So SPDV's yield is 3.7%, and its expense ratio is 0.29%. Now, this particular ETF pays out its dividends monthly, and it has, of course, many of the same top dividend stocks as the other ones, as it is, tracking the S&P, but it also has, a good balance of all the sectors, and it also includes stocks like Western Digital, CVS Health Corp, and Seagate Technologies. Next is Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index Fund ETF, ticker symbol VYM. VYM's yield is 3.11%. Its expense ratio is 0.06%, very low, by the way. This ETF has its holdings weighted differently than the previous ones mentioned. Some of the holdings are JP Morgan Chase, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Intel, AT&T, Verizon are just some of the holdings that make up the top 10 on this. Next is iShares Core High Dividend ETF, ticker symbol HDV. HDV's yield is 3.41%, and its expense ratio is 0.08%. This ETF's holdings are weighted higher in a few sectors like energy, communication services, and healthcare. The largest two holdings make up 19%, and those are AT&T and Exxon. Next is Fidelity Dividend ETF for rising rates, ticker symbol FDRR. FDRR's yield is 2.93%, and the expense ratio is 0.29%. The point of this ETF was stocks that are going to be able to grow their dividends over time. That's why Apple and Microsoft are some of the top holdings. Because those companies have, the most room to grow versus a lot of these other companies that can't really afford to, continue growing their dividends so much. All right, well, that is my list for my top favorite dividend ETFs. So when you're doing your own research and you're trying to figure out which ETFs best fit you, a good place to go is Yahoo Finance, because you can get a lot of the information like when the dividends are paid out, as well as who the top holdings are. A lot of these brokers out there, they don't really list that information. I know, like Robinhood, they don't show, who the top coins are or what is the history of when the dividends were paid out in the past, as well as a lot of the information isn't always accurate. So I always go to Yahoo Finance to get a lot of that information. So that's just a tip for anybody that is looking into it themselves. But I'd like to know what everybody thinks about the ETFs that I listed here in this video. Please let me know, everybody. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video coming very soon.